Hello, everybody, and welcome to Show Exchange, everyone's future favorite YouTube show where we force each other to watch shows and expand our cultural horizons. And
Well,
we have a slightly
cultural
derivative name.
horizons. We haven't
Well,
really.
I mean, you wouldn't have watched Dexter. I wouldn't have watched Legion.
I have watched. I mean, as a small child,
Yeah, it explains a lot.
I watched it when it was airing.
Just like Dexter. Nah.
Oh well,
Anyway.
no. I mean, something got in me too early and too young, but it wasn't Dexter. It was something else.
It was his priest. But anyway, we're just going to be here, like we already mentioned. We're going to be talking about Legion Season 2 and Dexter Season 2. And I think, at first I was like, these shows don't really have that much to do with each other. But as I actually finished Legion Season 2 and thought a little bit more about Dexter Season 2, I think there's some, real grit to this discussion, some similarities we could scrape our fingers upon and catch ourselves.
I mean, even as a little kid, you can see the horrific stuff happening on Dexter, and you see it, and you're like, okay, well, that's bad. Like even if Dexter's enjoying it, but when we see Masuka saying what Masuka's saying, we're like, oh, he's saying like a funny thing, so we should say that too. And that's what I'm saying got in me too young and too early was Masuka's sense of humor came into me as a boy, and I
Pause.
was you don't have to make it like that all the time.
I'm just saying you're the one that said it, so
I didn't. All right, what? Start the show or whatever.
All right, so we've got some news. I wanted to talk a little bit about this. All Disney today. Whatever. We'll try to do better next time. But
the only
Kathleen
movies
Kennedy.
I watch.
Maybe.
If
Kathleen
it's not
Kennedy.
Marvel or Star Wars,
okay.
I'm out.
Are you gonna start talking every time I start talking? Are you waiting?
Well, if you think about it, no, you got me there. I'll stop.
Kathleen Kennedy's stepping down as the head of Lucasfilms. I don't really have that much of a connection to Star Wars, and she became the lead when George Lucas stepped down, which is when you started watching. So, I mean, how do you feel about this? Do you have any emotions? You gonna miss your mommy?
I watched the prequel trilogy growing up. I mean, I was alive for most of those films. But yeah, I suppose I didn't really get into Star Wars until I don't know. I mean, that's a good question. Like, I guess I was into Lego Star Wars,
right?
But, like, it's not like I loved The Force Awakens. I did like The Last Jedi a lot.
I would say I loved it walking out, like The Force Awakens.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was like, I guess I was a little kid. I don't know. I guess everything was cool.
We were in like freshman year, huh?
Yeah, 10 years ago.
10 years ago, huh? I guess, it was more like 7th grade or something like that.
Tell me your social security number.
111 678 1111.
67.
67. So I guess you don't feel that badly. I mean, I think she's gonna have a good retirement. They're probably gonna replace her with like GLaDOS or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, Star Wars has been really hit or miss, and I've really liked the hits, and I've felt kind of sour on the misses, as one might. I've liked more stuff than, I think I've liked a lot of mediocre stuff more than maybe people would think is the appropriate amount. But I don't know. It's like I guess that's I like Solo and the Kenobi show.
Right. I mean, who's that other guy? The guy who wrote Clone Wars?
Dave Filoni. Yeah,
Dave Filoni. Everybody says like he's running Star Wars, right?
Well, yeah, he's doing. I don't know. I was gonna, I was gonna steal another impenetrable reference, but Dave Filoni Star Wars, which I've liked most of.
I mean, it's like the same thing though, right? I mean, I don't know. Behind every great man is a great woman, or something like that. I don't know, man. Why does he get all the credit?
I don't know. I mean, I think she should get credit too. I guess. I mean, I don't know if, but also, I mean, like, I guess I would say that she's not really to blame. She gets a lot of blame on the internet from the fandom menace. I believe they're called. But which isn't when you
isn't
look at
entirely fair.
what they're criticizing her for, and what she's actually involved in doing, you see is kind of silly. There are other people involved making decisions that might get your Kylo Ren movie canceled, or Ben Solo or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like
she was on board.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she left because she didn't have enough control. It's really hard on these things, looking on the outside in. Why are we even talking about it, man? She's rich. She's gonna be living a great life.
I don't really care. I don't know why you added it to the list.
We need some news.
It's kind of a nothing burger, really.
Yeah, I'm still hungry.
I guess just more time to Woke's Poetic or whatever.
Sure. Yeah, I guess to move on from that nothing burger, we've got the Avengers Doomsday trailer, which,
it's a something burger. I haven't seen it, actually. Should I look at it?
I mean, if you can find it. I don't know. It seemed weird to me. I saw some of the clips, like, Chris Evans looking at the baby. I was expecting the baby to be CGI. But yeah, he's like, and then Thor praying, and then you got Cyclops and Professor X and Magneto for the umpteenth time. Freaking Cyclops is going mad, isn't he? Just staring straight into the sun. You shouldn't do that.
Well, he's probably trying to kill Icarus. He knows he's up there after the events of Eternals.
Get down from there! Ah! Yeah, I mean, who you got, though, in the fight between Icarus and Cyclops?
I think Icarus clears.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. You ever seen the novelization feats, though? Man, Cyclops is no slouch.
I guess I haven't, no. I haven't even seen the comic book feats. I'm sure his Optic Blast has done crazy shit.
Well, we're talking movie feats now, but I mean, I'm sure Icarus still wins that in comics. But, in the novelization, he can move at light speed and punch holes through mountains with his punch eyes.
Move at light speed, like the way he does in X-Men 97 when he scoots himself.
I guess so, man. They don't really. He just gets over somebody and grabs them.
The speed of light. I mean, that's pretty fast. That's like a hard thing to think about, but I think he could do it.
Yeah,
I think with his eye, but like his but you would have to. The feats on his feet would have to because how strong are his feet? I mean, are you including that? Are you naturally including that? Or I mean, when you talk about the Flash,
usually
you don't take in. Well, obviously there's the Speed Force, but other
usually durability and speed are separated because this is science fiction, unless explicitly mentioned in
physics,
story.
Yeah.
I mean, physics are you can't in physics you can't have eyes that open to the punch dimension. So,
but if you could. Right.
Would you have to add you get bitched out by everybody,
to
or
support
you can punch a hole
your
in
body, or would you just? All right.
I mean, it's because he's a mutant, man. He's freaking mutant, man. I don't know. I thought the trailer looked like AI.
Whoa!
It was just really strange. Like the dialogue, it's like, oh man, it's like ChatGPT.
I feel like that's
how do we make
to,
people
the real artists? But,
maybe, but I mean, I'm sure it was used. Like, they're like ChatGPT. How do we make people care about this new Avengers movie? I'll just put a bunch of freaking kids in it.
The Avengers all have children, and the Avengers are all back.
And all
you said
the
you wanted the
Avengers
Avengers, right? Yes.
Yeah. No Avengers movies exist with these other characters. It's always these characters in the Avengers movie, so they must be the Avengers. I don't know.
Clint Barton jumped off the cliff, and Natasha was revived.
But he survived, though. He parried it. He dodge rolled.
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Also, Jeremy Renner in the news for not so good reasons.
Really? What did he do this time?
About that? Yeah. Apparently, he was harassing his assistant.
Wow. Is that better or worse than holding a gun on your family?
Hmm.
Or is it like apples to
No
oranges?
comment. No comment. No comment.
Okay.
What do you what have you been watching recently? What you been playing outside of Div 2 or Legion? You were rewatching for this episode. So
Right.
anything
Yeah.
else going on?
I've been
Reading
playing.
any books?
I started a new Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. I'm playing with no audio except for dialogue and quips.
Okay.
I'm trying to
cry
get.
about it.
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm doing a Karlak origin. She talks to herself so much, but it's never the right words. I'm trying to get a clean cry about it. No background music. No like static. I'll try to fix my audio generally. Sorry guys. I've sort of been slacking on my audio. Been grinding in BG3 to get the voice clip. Still haven't got it. But it's fine.
I've been fixing the audio for you. So yeah, take your time, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. That sounds solid.
Well,
Are you caught up with Fallout right now?
This is an
episode
eater.
5?
I haven't even watched episode 4.
You're in for a treat, man. I've been loving this season. Episode 5 was a little bit better than episode 4. No spoilers, but I think you'll be happy with some of the cameos.
Some of the song choices.
And
Jingle,
there's one really good song in there. Lady Luck, please don't leave me or whatever. Yeah, pretty solid.
No jingle jangle.
No jingle jangle. I'm sorry, but
all right. I think
the return of a few big characters
by the
as
end
well.
Of the season, what do we do?
What? We'll talk about it before then. I mean, I don't know. You can ride if you want, but I doubt the New Vegas guys. It'll be like when the Frowning Friends were trying to get everybody riled up, and they start mentioning Puerto Ricans. It'll be like jingle jangle. What?
No. I'm not trying to start anything like that. I was just I meant like as a celebration. Like what do we do for this? I mean, like, because I think Jingle Jangle's coming, and I feel like we should celebrate it on this show.
Yeah, you'll have to get caught up and remind me. I'll probably forget. There's a lot more going on in the show besides Jingle Jangle. I mean, yeah, shit's kind of popping off, dude. By next Wednesday, I'm sure the situation will have already changed drastically, like it has in the last 2 weeks. So, I mean, yeah, just real good. I recommend getting caught up with that. Yeah, for me, it's just more Arrivals. I'm just trying to get to Celestial. It's not gonna happen for me. I have a day. I think. Yeah, I literally have like 2 hours as of now. So yeah, I think GM2 might be my peak, which sucks. Piss low.
Yeah, that's really embarrassing.
I ought to just hang up the sticks, dude. Sell my 5. Call it a day. Man.
Sell your 5. That's like that's how you know you're bankrupt.
It's hood bankruptcy. You're allowed to say it.
I mean, I forgot what the exact phrase was.
True.
I wanted to call out that guy you don't like.
There's a lot of guys I don't like. I don't like most guys.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's me.
Speaking of, man, I was thinking we need some protein on this plate. Yeah, you hear me? So we're getting to the meat of this. Down to the show exchange. And this week on Show Exchange,
meat time.
we're talking about
Pork
2
sandwich.
season 2s of the shows we talked about last time, Dexter and Legion. And I forgot there for a second, man. Somebody got in my head and they made me forget. They made me forget. Yeah. What's your question?
Waffles or pork sandwich?
I'm a savory guy, so I have to go with the sandwich. I like the
All right, so
pickles and the
you're
mustard.
the ethical
And
kind
have you
of
seen Chef?
monster.
Have you seen Chef?
Ben
I
from
think I asked
Canada
this
has a
last
great
time.
video on the movie Chef. You should
Man,
watch that
the
video. It's
chef,
about
the movie Chef
it's
is a
about
great
Jon
video on
Favreau
the movie
struggled with
Chef.
Iron Man 2.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
Iron Man
It's
2
a
sure
well-known
was a movie
story
that was.
too.
Yeah, he probably
Iron
says
Man 2
other
is pretty
insightful
dang
things.
good. I mean, and
I
honestly,
like
the
the
dinner he cooks
cameos.
in
I'll tell you
Chef,
that. Best cameos in any MCU movie.
I mean, the stuff he cooks at the beginning of Chef isn't even that bad. I mean, it just gets torn apart by a critic, but I'm sure if any layman walked into his restaurant and ate that food, they'd be like, it was okay. I mean, it was all right. But I mean, it was more about the creative control, and really, I don't know if you should be talking about the themes of Chef without seeing Chef, but
Oh, I was just talking about Ben from Canada's video on the movie Chef.
yeah, but I mean, spoilers, man. Ben from Canada. Not everybody has seen Chef. What are you doing? Anyway, hypocritical.
I think he probably said.
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
I mean, is it
Legion
really a movie
season
you can spoil?
Legion season 2 is weird. It's very strange.
It has
Um,
ups.
it has ups. I think it has downs as well. Do you think it has downs? You're pretty high in the season.
I was. I mean, I really liked it when I first watched it. I thought it was really unique and interesting. But like watching it all
Okay.
in its full, like I watched it week to week. Watching it all in its full body and actually trying to comprehend what the hell the show's saying is I'm not sure if I have the same
Outlook.
philosophies as the creator Noah Hawley.
I
But
for sure don't.
yeah. What in what sense?
Well, I don't want to jump ahead too much, but the end was very puzzling for me. I think it started off really strong with that dance sequence. That was really cool. Um, like
Oh yeah.
the story overall, it's the story overall. They're trying to race to the Shadow King against the Shadow King. David gets kidnapped by his girlfriend a couple years in the future with one arm, which cool, I guess, man. And really they're just looking for it. Apparently the shadow, it's unclear
the Shadow King's
who
body,
planted
to be
the
clear.
delusion, but every episode or most episodes are they open with narration explaining what makes a
And
delusion.
that's John Hamm doing the narration.
Isn't that just Kane Guy?
Kane guy.
I thought it was Kane Guy. Yeah.
No, it's Mad Men's John Hamm.
Oh, well, it sounds like Kane Guy. I mean, the narration's pretty good in most episodes.
They're different accents. They're different continent accents. Not even the same
and
continent.
I was more focused on what he was saying, not making fun of his accent. Okay.
It's an American. It's the American accent. I mean, you don't get more of the American. I mean, I think that's probably why they picked him. Is like who's the most normal American guy?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he has a very sultry voice. It's pretty neat, I guess. I think it's very cool for most episodes, except for that one. I'm trying to look when they start talking about cell phones and the shadows and stuff like that. That made not a lot of sense to me because
phone bad.
The shadows, one, that's not how the shadows would look. The shadows were way too detailed for Plato's what do you call that?
Allegory. The cave.
Yeah.
They're trying to
for Plato's
act like
allegory.
it's their own shit.
Well, no, they said it, but the whole thing is like they could see everything with the shadows. They could see every detail and all that, but it would be a lot more blobs and abstractions and things looking bigger or smaller than they really are when they're really just seeing the course of human events on a wall.
Yeah, and I really think the witch trials is a bad example.
Yeah, isn't that after the phone? That's after the phones, because yeah, they start talking about like, oh yeah, people are shadows, and they also get narcissism wrong.
Right, yeah,
They explain
narcissism.
solipsism
They
as if
think
it's
that people are
narcissism,
shadows.
which that whole thing was just annoying. And then you talking about the cell phones, man. Do cell phones even exist in this time period? When does this show even take place?
It's like the 60s ish, 70s, 80s,
So
somewhere in
yeah, that's
there.
what I'm thinking. That's what
It's
I'm
before
thinking.
the
But why?
90s,
So why are they
after the
even talking
50s.
about cell phones? Why are they even talking about
Um,
iPhones and shit, bro?
well,
It's
that's
annoying.
taken place in a non-diegetic. Uh,
Yeah, but what's the point, man?
I think
You
it's
got
like
other stuff to worry about.
yeah, I mean, I think it's probably like a commentary and like, damn, it's like,
They saw
I
the
guess
hate on this for the
it's
season.
like, it's like when you look on your phone, you see people who are, living in the world having a good time. But when you go out in the world to have a good time, everyone's looking on their phone. Am I right? Am I right?
Am I right? Am I
That's what
right?
they're saying.
And then when somebody calls you fat on the internet, that means that they're fat secretly.
Yeah, true. That's what it means.
Bro, yeah, what were they cooking? Yeah, that was episode 8, and I
And
think
being
over the
short
season,
is bad. I don't know.
the
That was my own.
show lost me a little. I kind of binged this the last 2 nights. Well, I guess last night and today. Um,
Yeah,
and
same, I guess.
yeah, I think it kind of overstays its welcome, or at least the style did for me. Um, because everything is just so abstracted. I've heard the word pretentious thrown around about this season a lot, and I can't. I mean, I kind of agree a little bit because it's like,
I did
man,
like
the first
pretentious things
season,
at the age when this came out.
yeah, I like pretentious things now, but man, there's got to be some sort of grounding element, and I feel like the show
Well,
kind
that's
of,
Avery.
abandons that a lot because, like, like there are normal
We'll cut that.
characters in season 1, and a lot of what they're trying to figure out, they're trying to get through the manipulation of the Shadow King. They're trying to pierce the veil there, and without the Shadow King, controlling things in the same way, it's like, okay, so it's just like this. It's just like this, you know. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good segue to our other show, Dexter season 2. It's got a pretty similar plot, except
Does it?
they're looking for Dexter. They're looking for Dexter instead of the Shadow King, looking for him and his bodies. They're closing in on the Bay Harbor
I
Butcher.
think they
They've
find his
got the
bodies.
FBI involved. Yeah, they find the
They
Shadow
find
King's
his bodies
body.
pretty early.
Yeah,
Oh, Dexter's bodies.
yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, they've got
And they're
bodies
not
involved.
similar at all.
It kind of is. I mean,
Almost every
it's
story
a it's
has
a goose
bodies
chase. It's
involved.
like it's an investigation. It's a goose chase. Everybody's looking for the same thing, but they don't all have the same information. It's just
I
how it's
don't know.
presented.
I feel like most characters have desires.
Okay.
I mean, isn't everybody chasing something?
Well, yeah, but their common goal is finding the Bay Harbor Butcher, except for Dexter, who is the Bay Harbor Butcher.
And would you
And in Legion, they're
say
trying to find the Shadow King. So they're all looking for one guy the whole time. And in the end of both, they find the wrong one to varying degrees of frustration via me. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I think Dexter, I'd say season 2 handles its side characters way better than Legion did for me because, man, Dexter, it's got a lot of guys. It's got Angel, it's got Masuka, it's got Deb, and they all have different tones to their stories. Like Deb is more romantically oriented, Masuka's all comedy, Angel's got his divorce stuff going on. He's just so divorced. And yeah, I mean, everybody's got a different thing, even Lundy, even Special Agent Lundy is a pretty good addition, and I think most importantly, all the characters keep their personalities throughout their screen time. I feel like this season of Legion was just a tweak off. Like, nobody was normal.
What?
Everybody was just tweaking the fuck out the entire time. Like, nobody's fucking sane at all.
What?
There's even a plot point with the whole delusion thing. Everybody tweaks out. There's at least one scene of like every character going like, my head, my head.
I think that's the point. I mean, I saw this. I just recently read a bunch of Reddit threads on this show because I need other people to do the thinking for me. But I am also anti-AI, to be clear. I like to have sources for my plagiarism.
All right. So
yeah, I think like the idea that season 1 was the insanity of the individual versus season 2's like insanity of the collective against an individual. Like, I guess people
insane.
They're saying, I guess, that like the whole idea was I mean, I guess spoilers for the show, right?
Yeah, spoilers. I think you said that. Well, we're talking about the insanity of everyone, right? And how it's the insanity of the collective. Yeah, I mean, my thing is like
Shadow King's trying to turn everyone against David, and David's already like paranoid enough. I mean, he is like I guess a persecution complex at the end, but like, I mean, I don't know.
He's being persecuted.
Yeah,
literally,
yeah, he's
being
on trial.
Prosecuted. They send him. I guess what do they call that? Plead insanity or whatever. I mean, what Sid says at the end of the season to him, like about like it wasn't just the Shadow King, it was you. Like you were told it was your powers. Da 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 da. Like we already knew that. I feel like anybody who watched season 1 knew that David was a bag of hamsters in a basket. But man, I guess they had to figure that out. Well, they knew he was dangerous as well. I mean, it's just, it's really strange.
Dangerous due to mental illness, not dangerous due to mutation.
I feel like in trying to create that theme, they kind of they dropped the ball on what I liked about a lot of characters, like Iceman. He was a great addition to season 1. Added a lot of levity. Added, he was like fun. He was strong. He was helpful, but still mysterious. Oliver, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but in season 2, I mean, he's just playing second fiddle to Farouk, who's fine. He's a pretty good villain, but it's just like he gets his personality sanded down. Patanomy, he gets killed. Like he barely gets anything to do.
They hang him up in a tree.
And you hear what you're saying. I was gonna say, like, my note is they used a plot device to kill their only POC character. And you're saying, and then they hung him in a tree. They lynched my boy. They lynched Patanomy.
Inside that plot device, they had the previous person who was put in there, who was also their only other, black character.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I said this to you before you watched the episode. I said, Legion's crazy. They're putting, I don't know.
I was trying not to listen to spoilers, man, but I mean, seeing it is better than hearing it, man.
Trees.
Man, it's so fucked up, man. I didn't know what you meant by that. Maybe he could have been swinging on a tree or anything. Like, man, in Patanomy, like, like that bug crawls in his ear. After he tells David, the information, but after that bug crawls in his ear, his character doesn't show up again. Like his character, like the things that made him interesting. Mm-hmm. Like, I just felt like they just didn't have any use for memory work or something like that. So they're what can we do with Patanomy? And then they just made him the host or the original host of the virus.
That's silly. I mean, every time you run out of stuff to do with the power, you just evolve the power. I mean, it's not that hard.
But no, they just decided to kill him and stick him in a computer. So, yeah, that was awesome, I guess. It's just one of my favorite characters.
Just like permanent, you will serve the United States government for the rest of your afterlife.
Melanie also. Melanie was like okay, I guess. Like in the first season, like she didn't really have that much character. First season, she was just kind of more of a
The
rock for the other characters to be around.
facilitator.
And with all this insanity going on in the show, you need characters like that, and you need them to have screen time, right? Even if she didn't always know what was going on, even if she always didn't always have the solutions to a problem, like man, she kept a level head. And this season,
She can't
she's
put down the cup.
depressed because Oliver's gone. And like, okay, I guess. And by the end of the season, she gets turned by Oliver and Farouk, the man responsible for Oliver being gone right now. So I just really didn't understand why. Like, if anything, she should just tell them to, taff off. Get out of my face, man. I'm freaking, getting high over here, man.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Like, why is she so motivated? I know Farouk eventually, like, I probably just, infected her in that scene I'm talking about where
I mean, they
she
kind
reunites
of
with
hint.
Oliver.
In another scene, they kind of hint at it, and they, I guess, talk about it, and they kind of show it with Oliver. But like, I guess he like promised her like, and the endless dream, like with Oliver, like in a way, like they would just live forever in the astral plane.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's
you
kind of,
know,
not really an endless dream, I guess. I mean, Oliver, I
well,
thought
I
they
mean
just
that's
go
what
back
they.
to the ice cube, though, at the
That's the
end.
astral plane.
Yeah, but that's not the endless dream, though,
Well, I know it's
which is
not
just killing
the.
somebody, right? It's just
No, I thought the
murder.
endless dream was like you put them in like their mind is like every second to them is like 1,000 years in their
Ah,
mind. So like, but they're like there forever. Like, but it's
okay.
they would get bored of it eventually. I mean, that's the horror of it. Not that they would die, is that they would be stuck there forever,
I
and they
mean,
would
that's
eventually
Utah.
get bored of it.
I mean, if I were, you got all the music you need, man. You got your favorite movies, a feast every night. Doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to have a pretty good endless dream. I guess it would have to be a different thing. But at what point
I
is that
mean,
like
like,
generative AI?
imagine
Who's
your
doing
endless
the art
dream.
once I run out of movies? Who's making the art in the endless dream once I run out of movies? Who's generating that art? Who
Maybe
do I
your
credit?
endless dream would just be restarting BG3 for the first time. Like you erase your memory of ever playing BG3, and
That
you
would
just
be
get to
interesting.
replay it
It is a
over and
pretty good
over.
game. I wonder.
It's
Are there any
economical.
other games that I wish I could do that for? Economical, perhaps.
Yeah, yeah. I just felt like a lot of the characters like really did miss the mark. I'm trying to think of anybody else. Like Sid was okay most of the season. Her episode was fine.
But also, it's not reality. The endless dream. It's not. I mean, that's like get real. I mean, well, would you
They
pick the
copied that
endless
from
dream over
Naruto.
dying of old age?
They copied that from Naruto, by the way. And no, I'm not picking the infinite Tsukiyomi over just living life. I mean, I don't know. It depends on how bad life gets, but
Wise,
that's not like
wise,
it's not like
wise,
it's an
wise
option.
man.
Man, as far as characters I
GGY,
liked this
wise man.
season, I don't know. Yeah, like Farouk was okay as a villain. Like, I don't know, he's pretty irredeemable from the things we saw in season 1 and what they say in season 2. Like,
Yeah, like
and he, our words, my favorite character in this season, Lenny, bro. Lenny's the
everything
freaking goat,
that
bro.
I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Don't sexually assault people. I mean,
I mean,
that's,
yeah,
that's
and I mean
that's
that's where I start questioning
don't
the
kill
writing,
random people.
right? But to give the show a compliment, I'm trying to say about Lenny, Lenny, every scene that Aubrey Plaza's in just absolutely steals the show. She's like the one funny character left. She actually, tells jokes, and when she's tweaking out, like when everybody else is tweaking out, like that provides no levity for me because it's like it always seems pretty serious, but she's always unserious enough where you maybe crack a smile a little bit.
I mean, what do you think about her getting, her body, or not her body? I guess.
Yeah,
And that whole
she takes Sid's
ep-
body, which is
Nope,
just another crime of the Shadow King.
not Sid.
Oh yeah, Amy's body. Yeah, it's another crime of the Shadow King, which, I mean, if you want to just jump to the end here, I mean, the Shadow
Well,
King
no,
is
I
like a
don't.
billion times worse than David. I don't get it. Like, Shadow King has done everything that David has done.
But, like,
And everything that
multiple
David
times
has done.
over.
Do you understand? Like, he's responsible for most of the bad stuff that David did. And for the way he is. And he has, like, a lifetime of crimes before that. And he just gets to go. He just gets to be let free.
Well, you got to consider this is sort of Noah Hawley showing that, like, you know, the blue-eyed, blonde-haired white man is turning a new leaf. You know, because before they would fight him, but now they trust him.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, why else would he keep bringing up the blonde-haired, blue-eyed?
I think that's only one.
People.
That's only one scene.
He brings
it
up twice.
Right. You know, man, he's just traumatized. And not to say by the end I didn't feel a little sympathy for him, especially when he's in that crown and he's like crying to himself. And you know, but yeah, like you know, man, it's just it really makes Sid kind of like a worse character. Like, you know, man, I know she doesn't really have psychic powers like that, but like she can't recognize Farouk in Melanie's body. You know, convincing her to go against David. She doesn't really give any good defenses of David. Like, hey, you know, he's torturing Oliver to try to find me. You know, I mean, I know that's not super traditionally romantic, but in an action movie way it is. You know, I don't know, man. Like, there's so much that she doesn't say. And
I mean,
like the conclusion she comes to.
point.
Yeah, you know, which is fine. You know, yeah, but I mean, I kind of want to highlight Lenny a little bit more before we get to the thing.
Well, there's a couple things.
Lenny's great, man. She's dancing, man. She's a great shot. That shot at the end, man.
That was on accident.
She's the real MVP. She's the real MVP, man. She's got an idiot savant perk. She was
aiming for Sid's head.
And she was smoking down. She was blowing down, too.
She missed.
Man, I'm sure everybody would have been happier if she just killed Sid. It's a mercy, if you think about it.
You always think about that. You always think, man, you know, you'd be happier if they were just dead. Who thinks that? I don't actually know if anyone thinks that.
I mean, I don't know, man. Living is hard, man. And,
but, you know, when they're actually dead, you're like, man, I wish they were alive. But when they're alive, you're like, man, I wish you just hate the way things
nothing
are.
bad happened to Patanomy, or I mean, I guess Patanomy could have had something unfortunate happen to him, but you know,
he became a tree.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, should he have died? Like, I think he should have lived there. Like, there's no need to burst out the bug from him.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that happening, but I remember him, like, living. I remember, like, the tree reviving him.
No,
like,
he's stuck inside the tree, man. Like Talia from fucking Percy Jackson.
I hope he is in season 3. I don't remember if he is.
Of course you don't remember, because they don't want to give him any more screen time. Noah Hawley doesn't care about black people.
Well, a lot of the stuff that I get a lot of what happens in season 3 and season 2 mixed up. Because there's
not anymore.
Some...
You just watch season 2.
Well, yeah, not anymore, because I know the stuff that I thought happened in season 2 didn't happen, so it must happen in season 3.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. Before we get to the ending, the very ending, yeah, let's talk about Dexter a bit more. How did you feel about Dexter season 2?
Dexter season 2. Oh wow. I mean, you want to talk about Aubrey Plaza? Shit.
Why are you whispering? Is it a secret?
No, I'm not whispering. Yeah, let's talk about Eric King stealing the show. In Dexter season 2, I wasn't looking it up just. But yeah, let's talk about Dopes.
Yeah. Man, Dopes is great. Lila is great.
Eric King, like from House of Ashes. Sure, yeah. Eric King. That's funny.
I don't remember, man.
It's not that funny. It's not that funny.
What a coincidence.
It's spelled different.
But yeah, I mean, Lila also does a great job. The two antagonists of season 2 are so personable and charismatic in Dexter. I mean, probably
Lila's a bit much.
they're probably the best antagonists in the show, maybe. I mean, everybody likes to glaze Trinity. I don't like Trinity that much. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Eric King definitely steals the show. Every time he walks in the scene, as we said before, hilarity is about to ensue. Yeah, and he's like following Dexter around, man. There's all these memes, dude. This is just a super iconic season of television. It's almost unfair to compare these two because like there's so many iconic moments.
I think yeah.
Dexter just absolutely thrashes and mollywops. It's like it's hard to even talk about. I mean, I don't know.
For me, I think Legion season 2 is higher, but I think Dexter is like overall a more like competent.
Jesus Christ, Morgan. Jesus fucking Christ. You're saying there's anything in Legion season 2 better than that?
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, you said that. You said that already.
Dude, man, it's a freaking fantastic season, Lila. If it's not like that, I don't want it, okay? Okay? Man, she's pale in Miami. She must be a freaking vampire, dude. There's so many quotables, and I don't know, man. Like, the whole subplot of, like, Rita breaking up with Dexter because he's going back to see, you know, her ex-husband, who he put in jail in season 1. Deservedly, I think. Yeah, man, he wasn't necessarily doing something at that moment, but, yeah, man, he could have gotten killed. And he does get killed, but that's just because he's a pussy, man. He's just a pussy. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Paul.
Man, he really is like a superhero. He really is like Peter Parker.
Yeah, man, except he beats Paul, man.
Well, who's to say that Paul's not getting stabbed in the raft next issue?
Fucking Nick Spencer. Marvel editorial. Dude, they're putting Paul in the new movie. I will walk out, bro. I will dead walk out.
Didn't they already have Paul in Far From Home?
No.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't believe they did.
His name was Brad.
Yeah, no, Brad, but also Brad wasn't really competition. You know, he never really stood a chance.
I don't know. I mean, I think if Peter Parker really wasn't into it, I think I think if Peter wasn't there, I wouldn't say. I mean, there's some chemistry. I feel like
there's some. I mean, she laughs at like one of his jokes, and then the rest of the time, she's not really into him that much.
Every time someone laughs at my joke, we end up dating.
That's not true. Pause. I have laughed at one of your jokes in the last 40 minutes.
You're one of them. What do you think this is? What do you think this is?
Moving on. Yeah, I mean, it's just what can you say about Dexter season 2, man? Like that hasn't already been said, dude. It's just fantastic, dude, man. Yeah, like the subplots are great. Probably the best mini boss Dexter has to fight with little Chino, the gang affiliated murderer. He has like 3 run-ins with him, and Dexter's like a little bit of a prankster too, man. He gets him with the chickens. He tries to get him outside the house party, gets jumped, has to get away, but then when he finally does get him, man, he puts a bunch of chickens in his car, man. What is this, regular show?
Man, got his ass.
Dexter keeping up the yucks, man. Legion makes or I guess David makes like 0 jokes the entire time, I swear. Like after she turns into a cat, I feel like he doesn't joke that much.
Yeah, I think his sense of humor is just like violence. No,
I wish, man. Dude, but yeah.
No, I mean, he seemed like he was laughing. I don't know.
I guess. I mean, I guess that takes me to episode 6. You said this episode could be a short film, standalone.
I think if you're gonna watch any episode of this show, just you skip all the other episodes and skip to season 2, episode 6.
Yeah,
I think it really stands well alone as like an examination of like power and like class and wealth and like the different but also like family and like you should be grateful for your family if they're nice and stuff.
Yeah, man, it threads the needle super well.
I cry every time.
Yeah, you said you cried 3 times actually.
Yeah,
can you point out what moments exactly you cried at?
Because I think I must have started crying and then stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. First tears. First crying.
Yeah, it was okay.
I don't know, not in any order, I guess, but obviously, the police, shooting.
When he gets gunned down, like a dog in the street.
I mean, it's obviously, very.
But speaking of that, man,
disturbing.
Why he launches the white cop and squishes the black cop into nothing.
I think he was just doing shit. I think he was just waving his hand around, man.
Oh, man, he took a long time on that. It took 10 seconds.
Yeah, he wanted him to suffer. I mean, that's...
And he just let the other
that's
guy
another
get off
point.
free.
Amal Farouk keeps bringing up, this blonde-haired, blue-eyed devils,
Yeah,
I
man,
mean,
he's
and
just
what are
racist
we
as
shown
hell.
repeatedly? Blonde-haired, blue-eyed devils.
I mean, I would be more on board if they showed David as a little bit more racist, maybe. With the whole twist, because this whole season, the theme is that, the heroes, we think David's a hero, but he's really a villain. When we know he destroys the world pretty early on, pretty sure Future Sid tells him that, episode 2 or 3.
No, he doesn't know until the last episode.
So she doesn't tell him, but the audience knows a little irony. Well, because we know from early on. It's not new information.
Yeah, we see... No, I think we find out when Farouk finds out. I think it's really obvious that it's David, but I think we find out when Farouk finds out.
I'm pretty sure she says something to him of the effect, I'm pretty sure, episode 2, she's like, no, Farouk doesn't destroy the world. You do.
Well, I just watched the finale of the show.
Well, the finale, yeah, but I'm saying, the first episodes.
I'm saying that David doesn't find out until, the very end, when Present Sid tells him.
Yeah, and, the whole presentation of the show makes it really hard to pin down any details. We don't even... the people online say that Farouk planted the delusion egg, which makes sense, but he doesn't ever take credit for that.
And David doesn't recognize his psychic signature. He treats the creature as its own thing, and it's hey, we're in the middle of dealing with Farouk. Why? What? Could you stop bothering us?
I thought it was just a villain of the week thing. I thought it was just a plot device to kill off autonomy.
I thought, it was a mimetic entity. I guess maybe
cool
the actor
idea.
wanted to leave.
Cool idea, but in effect, it only killed autonomy. It didn't even kill the fembots, man. Come on, man.
Which, okay, that's so real. Because, if I was going to make a robot army of, myself, they would all be, they would all look like that. With mustaches and, all right, man, don't do that to my army.
Man, I'll turn it off. You ain't gotta know.
What do you mean, turn it off?
Power
erase their mind somehow?
No. And it's a robot. It's more of a Fisto situation. But anyway, I mean, man, yeah, that's enough. That's another thing. People aren't robots, and I think the show goes a little too far with this content warning. Our lead character, and this is gonna be our lead character in season 3, erases, and they say drugs, his girlfriend, and then sleeps with her directly after.
Effectively, he is forcing her to make an uninformed decision by messing with her mind,
which is completely fucked up. It's so fucked up, and it's
he should be held accountable and arrested for that.
Yeah, he should. But then again, Farouk has done that. He did that to my favorite character, to Lenny. And they just let him walk free. They don't even have him in the crown anymore. They're just letting him walk around. Put on your suit and Gucci sunglasses, kid. You're free to go. Man, what? I was almost pulling my hair out. What are you talking about? What are you even saying right now? Is he psychically influencing these guys? Like, what is going on? Because, like, if anything, kill both of them. If you can't control David without him, and he's just as bad as David with the same potential to destroy the Earth, what the hell are we even saying right now?
I think that, you know, it's the mental illness factor. I think that the Shadow King, you can negotiate with him. David's too unpredictable.
Can you negotiate with the Shadow King? I don't know.
I think if you have something he wants, or you can threaten him, I think he understands carrot and stick.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, Carrie Solo's probably. Carrie's also really great. You know, always a joy to see both of them, really. And that's another character that gets pushed off to the side after episode 2. Like, he makes the strawberry daiquiri dip that David spends most of the season in, and then just like, you know,
daiquiri.
Yeah, man. He says it tastes like strawberry syrup, man.
No, wait. Say that again.
Strawberry daiquiri. Or daiquiri. Right. My bad.
All right. Sorry.
It's all right. But I mean, it's just like, hating. Man, like so many of the side characters get pushed aside just for like, you know, like they're just fucking, you know, either they're tweaking, man, or like they're like, what's going on? And it's like a drawn out, it's an artistic scene of them figuring out one small piece of what's going on. But even then they could be wrong. Like, I think the way it's presented, it's like, I don't know, almost like repetitive. Like, it's not like literally repetitive, but thematically it is, you know. It's just like every time you see a character, they're like almost going through the same thing, you know? And that's like all of the characters. Except for, you know, Kane guy, you know, who stays pretty normal, but even still doesn't get that much screen time. There's a subplot with the Carries not being able to merge like they want to. I mean, it seems like they can merge by the end of the season, so...
Yeah, there was a scene where they were like, all right, it's fixed.
yeah, they just fix it off screen, and like, I didn't want to see that. It's not like I was invested in that plot line at all. You know, they just spend a lot of time on David and like Sid and future Sid, and it's like, yeah, okay, yeah. You know, you gotta find his body. Yeah. I mean, and Farouk gets some scenes with David that are really interesting, you know. I think his acting is a little inconsistent. It like ranges from great to like a little hacky a little bit. You say the same for David, but I mean, at least it's on like purpose there, you know. He's like off his rocker. I mean, the scenes where he's great definitely outweigh the scenes where he's like not so great, I guess.
Yeah, he's often just like a presence looming.
Yeah. I almost preferred him in season 1. I could have done with a little bit more of that, you know, Yellow Man, the angry boy stuff. And I know David takes the angry boy persona at the end. You know, I was glad to see him again, but you know, yeah, that stuff was very cool in season 1, and how like paranoid it made me. It really put me in the shoes of the characters. You know, little horror elements.
David takes the angry boy. Oh, right. Yeah, he says that. He chops her head. Huh.
Yeah, you know, Amy was a good character. They just sidelined.
When Amy comes back as like a, you know, ghost Amy, or like, you know, I mean, it's like a superior Spider-Man situation.
Yeah, I think overall my big problem with this season is like the incompetence of characters. You know, if they were more competent, things could move along quicker. And I mean, maybe they don't get to show off as many, you know, vignettes as they'd like to, but honestly, some of them could have been left on the cutting room floor and you wouldn't miss that much because you already get the idea, you know. They extended this season a bit. You definitely feel it.
Speaking of Farouk, I think that you know, you kind of sense, I kind of get the sense that he does love David in his own weird way.
Yeah, he's like his pedophilic way. Yeah, why does he have children trapped at the kids' table? I mean, this guy is horrible.
Yeah, do you think? I mean, I don't think those are real children. Like,
does it matter? What's the difference?
What do you mean? It's the kids' table. He's making David sit at the kids' table.
Does he need to make kids?
I mean,
I'm
otherwise it's
not
just a table.
comfortable with what we just heard about him. I'm not comfortable with him having children in his mind palace. I'm sorry. Freaking
Okay.
Neverland Ranch.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, look. I mean, he's never... We have no evidence that he's, into kids like that. It's just a very unsafe environment, regardless.
Yeah, I just...
But...
yeah, it's so hard to talk about. I'm jumping all over because it's just like... But yeah, I mean, I feel like also the writing kind of goes a bridge too far with the drugging and date rape thing. Like, trying to make David more similar to the Shadow King, and I would argue, like, okay, yeah, future crimes, but, like, I'd argue he's still not there yet. Yeah, he's stronger, for sure, but, I mean, yeah, I just, why would you do that? Why you wrote that so we would be on board with what happens next, but I'm not sure if I can root for David in the same way. I mean, not that I was rooting for him in this season or last season, because it's not even like he's sure of what he's gonna do, but until the end. But I mean, yeah, like, how are you supposed to carry on with the protagonist who's done something like that? I've never seen that in a TV show, and I feel like,
yeah,
did they
that's what I
even give it?
thought.
Did they
That's
even
what
give
I
it the
thought
gravity
was
that
really
it deserved?
interesting when I saw it. I mean, when she, stood up, tells him, like, you drugged me and you had sex with me. I mean, I think
She
that's
didn't use
pretty...
the word, though.
Yeah, she doesn't say rape, I guess.
No.
But I think... I mean, I guess, would that be spelling it out too much?
No. I mean
okay,
no.
all right.
I mean, if anything, it removes some of the ambiguity they're trying to give it. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that as a writing decision. Like, I can see David doing that, I guess. But is that really the direction you want the show to take? Yeah, sure, it's brave, but it's also brave to, drive the wrong side on the wrong side of the highway. It doesn't mean you should do it.
Well, no,
It's
don't
just
do that.
no, don't do that, please. We don't condone that. And it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. And I mean, like, I one of the comments I saw when I was trying to look up and explained, of the series, it's like I saw one line. It's like, oh well, they must have thought Farouk was such a great actor that they try to redeem him in season 3. Excuse me? Excuse me? What are you talking about? This man should be in a black site, never to see the light of day. And to go back to the competency point, like, I feel like
I got some bad news.
Division 3 really reminded me of the SCP Foundation if they just sucked at their jobs. Like, they just suck really bad. They can't contain anything. They don't know what's going on. Even though they have mind readers, mind controllers, reality warpers, still don't have the upper hand. And I mean, the SCP Foundation, I mean, it's their whole thing is that they're secure, containing, protecting. But like, man, like, I mean, you come up with some, procedures. Come up with you don't
they
just
have
throw
the
caution
fork.
to the wind. Yeah, the fork works pretty well.
Or what's it called?
Yeah, shout out Lenny,
choke.
bro. Shout out Lenny, bro.
She didn't choke.
Nope, never, not once.
I mean, she was aiming for the head and she hit the bullet.
Dude, that's even better. I mean, come on, that's like a harder shot.
But it wasn't on purpose.
Man, who cares?
I mean, you could say I have good aim because I, sometimes I throw ping pong balls at light switches and the lights turn off.
I mean, that's a pretty incredible shot,
though. That doesn't mean I'm bullseye.
I mean, it's more like trying to take a leak, piss in the toilet, but you miss and you hit the back of the toilet, like the seat, and it bounces off. Like you do a bank shot. You do a bank shot off the toilet. It goes in anyway. I heard you. I didn't know if I should acknowledge that.
Well,
I wouldn't. I wouldn't admit that.
There's nothing wrong with There's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, except you
Girls
put your
sit down when
bare
they pee.
cheeks on every toilet. Like, do you do that in public too?
If it's in public, it's different. Well, often in public there'll be urinals, so that's different. I use urinals in that case.
Yeah.
If I have to go number one without going number two.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, man, she's a great shot. I'm not sure if
women
Lenny
don't have
even
urinals.
pees.
Lots of women don't have urinals.
I'm pretty sure Lenny doesn't even need to pee sitting down. Yeah, that's to be determined. But yeah.
Huh?
No, she gets that one girl pregnant.
I don't think she was actually. Well. I mean, maybe. I assumed that was like, haha, she's like stupid. You can't get pregnant with a vagina.
Yeah, I don't know. Just assuming women are stupid. That's crazy.
Okay, that character specifically is written in a way where she believes that the real Janine turned into a ladybug. She doesn't even have a name.
She was
Her
high.
name is New Janine. Okay, yeah, obviously, but that doesn't,
doesn't mean she's
make
stupid.
her smart.
Okay, it doesn't make her stupid either.
Believing that someone
I hope
turned
she's
into
not
a
pregnant.
ladybug. I don't think she shows up again. Well, actually, I think she probably does. She absolutely shows up again. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm remembering season 3 now.
She's gonna have a little crack baby, huh?
Well, speaking of pregnancy, I mean, what'd you think of lore accurate David Hare, Legion Hare with his?
I thought it was a neat Easter egg.
It's Lenny, but like in his foster sister's body, pregnant, I guess with his demon baby. And he's sitting on a pile of bones. I mean, come on, man. What a pile of bones. What are we doing here?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
man.
once you get the pile of bones,
they're just throwing a lot of shit at the wall, man. They're like,
well,
man,
I'm asking
like
David,
it's like
what?
it's like, well, because it's raw, obviously, diegetically, rule of cool, but I mean, I don't know. It felt like they just got like an infinite budget for the season because season 1 was a success somewhat, and then they were like, yeah, man, go hog wild, and they did.
I almost feel like
were they ever told
a
no?
Marvel Netflix situation where they were forced to do 11 episodes. Because it certainly feels like there's episodes.
There's filler. There's a clip show.
Yeah.
Melanie's idea of villainy is a clip show. Man, I was rolling my eyes so hard at that, man. Like, yeah, and like I said previously, like Sid does not defend David at all. I mean, and when she does, it's very wishy-washy. And obviously, she's already, I'm not going to say turning against him. She's changing her view on him. But, I
think she definitely wants to break up with him already by that point. But.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, dude.
Time,
like, a little torture, man? A little torture? That's where you draw the line? I mean...
Well, I mean, it's not just
who
torture.
We're dealing
it's
with
like
here?
He murdered Oliver's real body.
He didn't murder Oliver's real body. He's still alive.
Yeah. In the astral plane.
No. He said he's still alive somehow.
Yeah, in the astral plane.
All right. Well,
I mean, he didn't say in the astral plane. But I guess that's what I assumed.
Well, I mean, I assumed that his heart was still beating because of some mutant freak ability.
Yeah, certainly possible with this show.
Like, yeah, he was keeping his heart beating with his like psychic powers.
I have some
telekinetic
season
powers.
3 knowledge.
So I mean,
to my
I don't
season 3
know.
knowledge.
Hopefully
Oliver's body does not return.
Well, yeah, R.I.P. to the Iceman. But, man, yeah, poor guy. At least his wife gets to live with him, even though she hated him for most of the season.
Yeah, they get to go to heaven.
Yeah, not really heaven, isn't it? But
purgatory.
I mean, because anybody can go. But yeah, I mean, yeah, go back to Dexter. I mean, like, yeah, just so many plot lines that are so cool. There's the Dark Defender, where Dexter thinks, there's a comic book shop that has a little Eternals in the background there. I don't know if you saw that. They got Eternals on the front shelf. But Yeah, but I mean, then they have the mural of the Dark Defender because people are starting to laud the Bay Harbor Butcher as, a hero. And Dexter,
Mm.
in one of his sobriety meetings, is which he lies about. He's lying about being a murderer, so he has to go to like AA, which is just a peak
Yeah.
plot line, and that's where he meets Lila. And yeah, but man, he's falling asleep in the second meeting. He's drooling, thinking about just saving his mom as the Dark Defender, which, is honestly really cute. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like, man. Yes, I mean, the whole plot line with him lying. Yeah, like, when I say there's a lot of thematic, similarities between these two shows, I mean, like, in this season, it's all about, you know, people trying to find, like, both seasons are about people trying to find out who's the villain. They're looking for the bad guy, and our
And it's not
protagonist
who you might think.
lies, and our protagonist lies to cover their tracks, right? But I mean, there's just such a
Mm.
large competency gap between the two. Like Dexter
And there's
slips out
also
of impossible situations while Legion can't get the job done with god powers. It's like, dude, if you just locked in, yeah, he in episode 6 he locks in and it becomes the richest man on the planet. Man, just lock in, bro.
yeah, I think I mean and I think that episode that part's really interesting because I think you see Farouk staring back at him in the glass like he still has the Shadow King with him, but like I guess either he's tamed him somehow. He mentions how he keeps his old boss around as his secretary because she hates him.
Yeah,
I think that's
resents him.
probably why he keeps the Shadow King
Farouk
around
around.
too. But the
Yeah.
Shadow King looks disappointed. Like I guess David
Oh.
has achieved the Shadow King's ultimate dream, and it's like
Yeah, I
this is
was gonna
it.
say that. You sent me
This is
like a
it.
message like, "Oh, this is like what the Shadow King this is like a Shadow King 1." And I thought you were talking about that cuz I had just seen episode 6 and I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
mean, I
that's
thought
what.
the Shadow King would be happy with that. It's everything he wanted. Like, I mean, he wanted to be in
Yeah.
David's body. He wants to rule the world. I mean, man,
Okay, then yeah,
David's
that might.
sisters, mhm.
It could go either way, I guess. Like if
Yeah.
that's like, I guess
Mhm.
he got control of David like very early, and he's he. But I think David still seems. I think that the start of the episode shows that like David still is like not sure if he's crazy or not. Um,
Yeah. I
I
mean,
think
in
that
that dimension it seems
makes
like
me
he's taking
think,
his meds at least.
yeah, but he still like sees like he can still read people's minds,
Yeah, he
which the
got put
meds
on
are
a better
supposed to
program.
suppress.
Got put on a better program, I
Um,
guess.
I mean, I
Some
think he just had more
Adderall,
money,
more money. I mean, he applied for the right job. I mean, it was a pretty entry level position. All he needed to do was buy a suit.
but I don't think homeless David has the same opportunities as a
I think he just
trillionaire
tweaked
David.
harder. For me, it was just seeing all the different ways David could tweak out in different realities. And I was like, a lot of
Yeah,
these are a distinction without a difference.
he avoided them.
He avoided them, I
No,
guess, man.
Hiroshima. No, that's not the word. He turned those guys
As
into
the homeless guy,
shadows.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, that was a pretty cool
he was
scene,
doing some
and
sentry shit.
that takes me to something else on my notes for episode 6. I have David is susceptible to
Thunderbolts.
off guards. So just to start to wrap this up, I mean, do you think Dexter could take down David? I
Hmm.
think he's got a shot. I think he has a
I
real shot.
If he uses a gun. Well, I don't.
Dexter doesn't
I
use
mean,
guns,
I don't
though.
know. Yeah, I
That's like the whole
know. If
Dexter
he,
versus Barry discussion.
but like, I think that like if you, I don't know. Like, I don't see.
Guns don't really work that good. I don't know, because he
He
gets
has
cut in
no
half.
mental defenses. I mean, like once.
But David is not
Yeah,
very mentally aware. It's not like he's using his mental powers
I
to get a
mean,
360 view at all times, even when he's being attacked.
well, which David are we talking about?
Well, that's a good point, but I don't think any of them show competency in that way consistently.
I mean, maybe I don't know. I think that like he's stopping bullets pretty regularly.
I think he definitely gets
Um,
the trank off. He definitely gets the tranquilizer off.
Yeah, but like I think from that point, like his defenses kick in and like he just explodes him.
Well, I mean, he wasn't knocked out when that happened. Like, let's take base David. We haven't seen him use the nuclear attack, so maybe he had to build up power for a while to do that. Because he doesn't even do it again in that timeline, right?
He starts charging it up, but he doesn't finish.
Right, because he gets cut in half.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. Dexter, I think he gets got when he's showing David all his crimes. But at the same time, if you take it in character, David will probably be like, no. He'd be tweaking. He'd be too busy tweaking to stop Dexter before he stabs him.
Absolutely not. I mean, like, he's a tweaker, but, like, you really gotta, like, back him into a corner to see the full, you know, to see the full Toledo. And I don't even think wrapped in plastic wrap, you know, duct tape to, like, you know, I don't know,
a table.
Yeah.
Some random table.
I don't think that is backed into a corner for David. I think that's very much his element still.
Yeah, he's used to it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if Dexter stabs him immediately, that's probably his best bet, but he doesn't really do that till later seasons.
And, like, even then, you know, like...
Even then, he gives the guy a chance to defend himself a lot of the time. He's like, wait, are you sure? I'm about to stab you. Are you sure?
I'm wondering if David could survive a stab to the heart. Like, through reality warping or something like that.
He probably teleports himself off the table and becomes a multi-episode threat. I don't know.
I mean, no, he's killing Dexter then and there. He's not waiting around.
Why would he kill Dexter? I mean, I don't know.
Self-defense. Remember,
man, I don't know, man.
But
he'd be all rattled.
Right, he would.
I don't think he has
Dexter. Dexter would be on the table.
No, man. I don't think. I don't think he's consistently shown the mental fortitude enough to read Dexter's mind and flip the situation on him. But even still, Dexter could pass the speech check and be like, "At least the people I killed deserved it."
Flip the situation or pass any speech check. He just needs to teleport him where Dexter is standing and teleport Dexter where he's laying.
I think mentally he's feeble enough. I think mentally he's feeble enough to succumb to the pictures. You know, man. And all right, I think by the end of season 2, yeah, he definitely fits the code. Season 1, yeah, he kills, but it's like in self-defense. I'm not sure, you know, man, because Stokes doesn't fit the code, even though he is a murderer. I mean, in many situations.
I don't know if you could call it self-defense. Like it was to free a prisoner.
Yeah,
and also I guess he tortured his doctor for fun or something. But that seems like Farouk still. I think that's surely Farouk's lying there.
I mean, yeah, and you also have the Farouk Harry connection as well. You know, he's like a shadowy father figure. You know,
yeah, education is a big thing
their actions. I mean, education. I mean, I guess it's more manipulation, really. What was Farouk educating him on?
Because it's important to, you know, make that distinction. I mean, Farouk's educating him on how to manipulate people, on how to, you know, sow doubt, on how to.
Yeah, honestly, if he has Shadow King in him, Shadow King doesn't let it go very far, because Shadow King is the one who's usually aware and stops threats before they happen. David, on the other hand, I wouldn't really give him that. But
I think in season 2 we see him stopping bullets like that are coming at him from behind.
Well, yeah, except for that one time, though. And in those timelines, doesn't he still have Farouk inside of him anyway?
Yeah, probably. But, you know, honestly, he was charging up. He only knew one move. That one only knew one move, you know, and the one, I guess, who got shot by the police, which I guess, that's also hinting at like what the big apocalypse is going to be. Is David does that to the Earth, like, because in every timeline you see, well, not every timeline, but in in a
A
couple
lot
of
of them.
timelines, you see him just annihilating like people just by charging up.
Yeah.
I
Rich
guess
David
that's
is
like
just like, fuck it, man.
destroying the
I already
world
own
through,
all of it.
the
I already
normal
own the
means.
earth. It's like smashing my own vase, man. Well, I mean, speaking
Yeah,
of getting shot by the police, I think,
sounds too much
yeah,
smashing
Dexter
around.
definitely gives a lot more time to its police brutality storyline, even if, Legion's hits harder. Um, I think it raises a lot of interesting questions about like what is a good cop, is Dokes even a good man? Like, he only can recognize Dexter as, the psycho he is because he's also a psycho. In the books, he also has the Dark Passenger, and they hint to that in one of the other iconic moments of the season where, man, he like reads his mind a little bit. I guess that was last season, huh? Yeah, because he's talking about the ice truck killer. So yeah, we probably
Oh,
mentioned
like
that. Yeah,
Dexter's doing a monologue and
and
Dokes
Dokes
is
hears
like
it.
hears it.
But
That's I
yeah,
don't I if that happens, I feel like it'd be talked about more.
yeah, nobody ever mentions that. You're right. But I mean, yeah, I think Dexter does like it raises a lot of interesting questions, that don't necessarily get answered this season because it's like an ongoing show. But with Dokes, he ultimately meets his end to Lila, which kind of unfortunate. Dexter didn't want that, and it's like the straw that breaks the camel's back with Lila. But yeah, man, she's
Yeah,
crazy in all
Dexter
the
was
right
about to turn
ways,
himself
man.
in.
She's pretty convenient when you need her. Yeah, she definitely does a lot that inconveniences Dexter, including
Wait, no,
she's the
he wasn't.
catalyst to why Rita breaks up with him in this season, leading them to their relationship. But
Well, I would say Dexter's the catalyst. He didn't have to do any of that.
well, no, yeah, he didn't have to lie to her, and then Rita calls the house, exposing his lie, which is then why they break up. But,
Well,
you
he didn't have
know,
to sleep with her,
well, he doesn't
or
sleep with her before they break up. He does not sleep with her before they break up. But yeah, uh, you know, hmm. Yeah, I guess we'll agree to disagree on the Dexter
men are
versus Legion
dogs.
part. Yeah, men are dogs, but some dogs are better trained than others. Some
And
dogs
that's the
can go get
lesson.
a stick when you ask them to get a stick, and some can even bury
Some
that
dogs
stick and cut it up or
just need a
something.
professor in their lives
And some
to
dogs
teach
are
them.
just absolutely crazy, and you have to send them to a farm upstate. You know.
Westchester.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some
Professor
dogs need
Xavier's School for the
special
Gifted
attention.
Dogsters.
Yeah. Where is Xavier? He gets no blame in this, man. Freaking deadbeat, bro.
Oh yeah, they drop a few X-Men things like Legion mentions he's an Omega level mutant.
Hmm.
That's neat.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I guess.
I don't know. I think the show could have done with like more X-Men stuff. Like Psylocke would have been really fun in this show. Even if she's not like fully Psylocke, like with all the CG effects and stuff, I feel like she fits. There are like, I don't know. I guess Jean would be super old because it seems like the original X-Men team already existed and fought Farouk or something. Because yeah, that's like kind of the comic storyline. The X-Men fight Farouk, the Shadow King. But yeah, I feel like, we'll get to it with season 3, but it kind of goes against the entire point of his character to have him get any sort of redemption arc, and it's just ridiculous that they let him go free. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't. Like as much as I want to say, oh, they could have done this, that, etc. Yeah, you're probably right. Why'd they do that? Why'd they do that?
True. But yeah,
Why'd they
let's
do
wrap it
that?
up. Well, let's wrap it up with a quick ranking. I'm a little mixed on Legion season 2. Let's just go with the easy one, Dexter. Obviously, like 9.5. Not a lot wrong with it. Oh well, yeah, and then and Deb also has a police brutality moment earlier on. And one of the slow
Classic.
episodes I was gonna mention. Classic man, just yeah, and that kid had it coming, I think, and he had the information, man. Man, when you're right,
Yeah.
you're right, Deb.
Honestly, yeah. Like, why are we even questioning like their use of power because they're always using it for good? So why are we even talking about it?
Yeah, unless it's Stokes. He's a creep. But yeah,
Well,
9-5. Pretty great season of television. Can't recommend higher. Um, I would say better than season 1, even though I had more of an emotional connection to season 1. Season 2 is just a romp. It's hilarious. It's exciting. Man, there's a lot of good fight scenes and stuff. You know, the kills are great. You get a lot more about Dexter's backstory. What say you? What say you?
I also liked season 2. I think what it says about like Harry and how he was not entirely he's
He's
not a
not a
perfect person.
paragon.
He's
Yeah.
far from a perfect person, actually.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
I
and
don't. Yeah. It adds a lot of
should
layers.
Dexter be listening to, I mean, do the words we say still matter? If the actions if
Don't
if our
align,
actions contradict them?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
It
gotta
just
mean
has
it.
a lot of good thematic juice to it too. I mean, I can't think of an episode that was a nothing burger in season 2. So yeah, even when Dexter fails to get the kill, he's like struggling with like sleep deprivation, trying to be a surrogate father or
I
stepfather
think
or
it's
whatever.
so weird that he lets the blind guy go. I know he makes a joke. Like,
Yeah,
what's
it's strange. Yeah.
is? I mean, that must be from like the books or something, right? Like,
I don't know. Maybe he got spooked by the hoodoo.
I don't think it was that.
Well, he misses, and he's just like, I can't do this right now. Plus,
Well,
he's
yeah.
blind,
There's
so
like
he can't tell.
the chickens are mocking him. They're calling him a coward.
Well, he uses the chickens to get the little chinko.
Well, hey, you know what? Sometimes chickens that make fun of you are also chickens that can be useful to you.
So yeah, do you have a number rating on this, or maybe a grade? Or something?
Yeah, I'd say a 9. 9 is pretty good for good old
Good old
Poindexter.
Dex. Good old Dex. Good old Dex. Good job. Pat on the back. Man.
Favorite character, Dokes. But I think underrated. I think also I guess shit. What's her name? Never mind.
You mean LaGuerta?
No,
LaGuerta's a dirty dog.
Dexter's girlfriend.
Oh, Rita? In this
Yeah,
season?
Rita.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like she got a lot to do.
Yeah, I guess so.
She
She's
was
in
the
prison a lot,
The plot
talking to her
punished
ex.
her. The plot was punishing her, for no reason.
Well, because she was going against our God King Dexter. Also,
never questioned the man.
Yeah, and another thing in the discussion, I think Dexter has better plot armor than David does. But speaking of David and his weird tweaker ass, you give a ranking first for this one. When upon revisiting this, are you still as high on it?
If it's that easy to kill David, I think that season 3 is going to be really short. But let's see.
Dexter's a professional.
Season 2 of Legion. Yeah, I'm mixed on it. I was really enjoying it at the start. I mean, I don't know. Episode 6 is just so peak. Peak TV. I guess.
Pretty good TV, yeah.
I don't like I don't believe in multiverse theory. But I think that multiverses are a cool way to to examine things.
You and the rest of Hollywood.
Storytell.
For the last 6 years.
This is back when we weren't sick of it.
Yeah, they opened Pandora's box, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot, David.
Good thing we don't have more protagonists that essay their girlfriends. That's good. I'm glad that didn't catch on.
Yeah, protagonist. Yeah. A rating. I
hard,
guess
yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
A 6?
Because of episode 6.
Okay, really? I mean, I guess it's not super serious, but I don't know, man. I'd say when it's good, it's like an 8.5. When it's bad, it's like a 5. So yeah, I guess it averages out to like, what is that, 7.2 or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I think there are a couple episodes where you really feel the Marvel Netflix thing, where they like, and it's not even as good as Marvel Netflix. Like, at least you get Foggy versus, Nelson versus
Well,
Murdoch. You don't even have
okay.
an episode that strong in here when they have to slow it
You
down.
gotta
Like there's the
you gotta
episode with
consider.
Sid, and then there's the other episode with Sid, the clip show, which kind of annoyed me. But I think that episode would have played better for me if they showed new clips or like recontextualizations, but it was literally just footage from what I just watched. Like I'd watched that a few hours earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Watching it week to week, it's definitely a different experience.
Yeah, it's my fault though. I thought it was shorter, and I was
I did the
procrastinating to
same
play
thing. I
Rivals.
binged it all.
Yeah.
Like
Anyway.
this week.
Anyway, yeah, it's a 7. It's kind of an all over the place episode. To match, the wild style of Legion season 2, and definitely controversial if you look online. Yeah, we'll revisit it with season 3, and there's some things with Dexter, I left on the table, but I'm pretty sure Masuka's arc is like season 4, right? Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've been yapping long enough. Thank you for listening to us cry about these pretty great TV shows. I would say they're both achievements, both feats of
Art.
talent and artistic peak. Even if as an experience one is unequivocally better than the other. I don't know.
Yeah,
Somebody run a poll.
It's just overall, just a better put together. I think I disagree with a lot of, I mean,
choices.
Also, I think Legion season 2 would probably be like a 7, if not for what happens in season 3. Like if season 3 followed through and sort of like built upon season 2 more, I think I'd rank it higher.
Right.
But maybe that's should I be retroactive? I mean, is that fair?
Yeah,
you know what? Sorry,
fair.
we already did the outro.
I mean, whatever. I mean, well, see you later, internet, and I'll smell you on the other side.
That's GGY, and I'm Eater. Yeah.